Randy Howard was born on May 9, 1950 in Macon, Georgia. He was a semi-famous country singer known by some for singing outlaw country. Randy's most famous songs were I Don't Know and All American Redneck. Howard lived in Lynchburg, Tennessee for the last 25 years of his life in a cabin out in the country. In 2015, he was facing charges on his fourth DUI, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a gun while intoxicated, and driving with a revoked license. He had failed to appear at a court hearing, which resulted in a bench warrant. A producer that worked closely with Randy said that Howard was the epitome of outlaw country. He not only sang that life, but he lived that life. A friend of Randy's, Terry Dotson, stated that Howard told him that he wasn't going back to jail. Apparently, Randy had been in jail for a pretty good while before. It should also be noted that Randy was not in the best health during this period of his life either. He had broken his leg in jail in the past. On June 9th of 2015, with Howard's warrant set in place, Jackie Schell, a bail bondsman bounty hunter, went to Randy Howard's home to serve him a warrant for his arrest. When Schell entered in Howard's home, he came through the back door, and Randy shot at Schell, injuring him. Schell shot back 6 times at Howard, hitting him in the chest. Randy allegedly died of his injuries in his house, though one source states that not only did Randy shoot first because he thought there were intruders in his home, he was taken to Vanderbilt Hospital and died from his injuries 5 hours later. Randy's autopsy showed that he was also shot in the liver, and his blood alcohol level was way below the limit, and his death was concluded as a homicide. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation went on to look at the case, later on giving it over to the District Attorney General's office. In the state of Tennessee, a bondsman can arrest a person at their home and even enter the domicile if the person refuses to open the door. Bondsmen don't need to be licensed, though they need to take an 8-hour class every year, but these can vary drastically depending on the teacher. County sheriffs are also supposed to do criminal backgrounds on bounty hunters to make sure that they aren't felons. Terry Dotson had offered to take Howard since his leg was broken to the court date, though, of course, Randy refused. Terry felt like going to the court date would have saved Randy's life. Another one of Randy's neighbors, Clayton Walker, felt like Jackie Schell should have handled the situation better and hunted Howard down like an animal. Randy's neighbors left flowers near his door and a sign that read, "Gone but not forgotten."